Hey everyone, I'm John and welcome to Monster Transmission. Today we're talking with History Channel's Dave Ankin and Brayden Ankin, and they're going to tell us their feelings about Monster Transmission. So here's the first of 4 parts of that conversation. All right, welcome to Monster Transmission Performance. I'm John, and this is Bobby.
What's up?
And we're here with Dave Ankin and Brayden Ankin from ToyMakerz and Team Gearhead. Dave, while you're here doing the tour, we've been talking about a lot of stuff, and this last year has been crazy. We're now in June of 2021, and as busy as it's been for you and for us, we're just catching up and going over what's been going on the last year. And one of the topics we're talking about is, all the love that everybody gets on social media, and some of the things that you've heard about lately, some of the things that we've heard about lately, and we figured, hey, why don't we take the chance, talk about it, and let everybody find out who Monster Transmission really is and what we do here.
For me, I don't care who you are in any industry. You got people that love you, people that hate you. Of course, I've used Monster for years now and been very good to me, and I'd venture to say there's probably not many people harder on transmissions than I am. So, I love it when somebody says, oh, well, they're no good, or they're this, or they're that. Or I get that told the same thing, I'm not Richard Rollins, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. I try to be the best me I can be. And the same thing with the brands I deal with. I deal with some incredible brands. And this weekend, I deliberately brought a couple of transmissions down. Me and my son loaded up, came here to freshen up my stuff. I run 3,000 horsepower through one of my transmissions. We have a bunch of transmissions that run 1,000 to 1,500. I find that when you guys do what, 400, 500 transmissions a month. And I tour this every chance I get. I was excited to bring Brayden down, show him why you guys do so well. You guys you finish a transmission, it goes to a transmission dyno, you run the transmission. Things happen when you do that many transmissions. Things are gonna happen, but I've never seen a facility that takes so much care in getting the transmission right the first time. Now, I do believe, because I was one of them guys for years, that I'm not gonna drive my car hard, I'm not gonna, there's a lot of factors when you're building a transmission. Some people always want to save money, they're thinking about money, but you guys know as well as I do that when you're putting 1,000 horsepower, we call it 1,000 horsepower problems. And if you're not honest with the transmission guys, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna run this tire, I'm gonna go to the drag strip.
Yeah.
If you tell them, I'm just bringing my mom home from work, that's a different transmission than the transmission I would use. So,
Yeah, and like you said earlier, nowadays it doesn't take much to get 1,000 horsepower.
Man, listen, now with ProCharger and Precision Turbo and nitrous, and nitrous outlet out there makes kits you can bolt on rental cars. There's a lot of neat stuff going on out there. But you take an LS motor or your Dodge you guys have out there, a little bit of work, you're at 600-800 horsepower real easy. And that's a lot of horsepower. Yeah. And then you start putting a Mickey Thompson radio on it and bring it to a drag strip and dead hook the tire. Horsepower finds the weakest spot. So if, I don't understand why people put thousands and thousands and thousands of motors and money into a motor and they go, we're gonna put a stock, 4L60 behind it. It's designed for a stock motor. So I laugh when they come at me hard.
Well, I think, like you started off, the biggest misconception is that, the volume of what we do. Of course, almost 19 years coming up on, one of the first companies to ever sell transmissions, if not the first company to sell transmissions online. And to have that many transmissions over that period of time, by sheer volume, like you mentioned before, if you have a 2% fail rate, well, 2% of...
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
2 or 3% fail rate is phenomenal in any business.
Yeah, exactly. And, compared to somebody that maybe do 50 transmissions a month compared to 400 transmissions. Over the years, we've done everything we can to try to better our processes, our inspections, our quality.
In your tech department, think about your tech department. You can go on, you can get videos. Current videos and or make a phone call. Hey, I do it all the time. And this is what I do for a living. I can make a phone call, get any one of you on the line, say, look, here's a problem I'm running into. And people times have changed. Technology's changed. You know, to be able to make a phone call or grab a video to really understand, I think people think it's plug and play. Putting the wrong fluid in, they don't realize, look, you have to have the right amount of fluid in, or the converter has to be dead right. You know, there's a few things you have to do. U-joints, we get it out. I get guys all the time, my U-joint failed. You know, well, I didn't realize it was bad. How did you not realize it was bad? You had the drive shaft out. It's like,
yeah, testing is like a very crucial thing we always took seriously from day one. About 19 years ago, we used to actually in-car dyno test all the transmissions that we did, which you were very aware of. Now we upgraded to the latest, greatest dyno that we actually get the printout sheets of everything, get the pressures through every shift point. We can check now all the electronics, make sure all the solenoids work. We were talking earlier about that, saying we get brand new parts. We put it in, the builders put it in, everything's all good to go. Get it on the dyno, and we have no 3-4 at all. It's a 3-4 shift solenoid, brand new out of the box. Brand new parts do break.
That isn't, you guys aren't just privy to that. I mean, it isn't, parts fail. I just ordered 2 alternators, and I love my alternator company. They're incredible. One was in the car and it failed. You know, just after wear and tear. I went and grabbed another one out of the trailer, threw it on, it didn't work. It was brand new. Things fail. It happens. But
Life of the business.
that's what I was excited to show him. You guys finish the transmission, you put it on a transmission dyno and run it. That, when it leaves here, it's the best it can be. So I never call to go, you guys never test it, because I know better. I call and say, hey, I have a problem. First thing I look at is me. I go, dude, did I make a mistake? Talk me through what I'm doing here. This is, you know, especially now we're running a new 4L80. We're working on an adapter. Yep. I've never played with this in my life for this new Dodge we're doing for Jason. I want to know certain things as I'm putting together. I don't want to guess. It's too expensive. You know, I got a lot of money in that. Yes, you guys have always been good to me, but it still costs me money. But I know when I get it, it's the best it can be. So that's important for me in the tech department. I think you guys don't push enough. You guys can get a video online and really start. He's the king of jumping online and looking. He'll go to YouTube. You know, if he second guesses it, he'll research it. I think that's crucial for everybody to realize. Especially if you're going to put it in yourself.
And Bobby, you know, Bobby and I kind of team up. Anything that's escalated, let's say it is a warranty issue, we research all of them. Bobby's head of our tech team as well. So, I mean, all different issues. And maybe you want to touch on some of the most common issues that we run into.
So a lot of calls we get in the office, and a lot of guys are backyard mechanics, which, I mean, I am myself. I think everyone grows up that way. And we push that. We say, go ahead, install it yourself. We don't require a certified shop to do the install. We stand behind it either way. But when the customer calls up and says, I got 5 quarts of fluid and, you know, now my transmission's burnt up, what's happened? Well, it took 10 or 12 quarts of fluid. That's what happened. So like you were talking before, low fluid. Or the next thing, I just installed my transmission and I have no forward, no reverse. Unfortunately, that's a stack pump, 9 times out of 10. That's install air. No matter what we can do, we build a bulletproof transmission. If you don't line the pump rotor up right with the actual shaft of the torque converter, it's gonna go ahead and bind up and actually crunch the rotor itself. That happens a lot. But we don't say, hang up the phone, so they're not gonna talk to you again. We say, okay, this is most likely what happened from our experience of 20 years being in the industry. What we're gonna do now is get it back in-house, see what's going on. We do not turn away our customers. We look for the opportunity to make it right. I think that stands out the difference.
Yeah.
If there's a problem, it's not when you have problems. Every company's gonna have problems.
You're gonna have
It's what you are gonna do to make it right.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times they're outside of warranty or they're admitting to us, telling us, oh yes, I only put 5 quarts of fluid. Okay, sir, you're well aware it takes 10 quarts. All right, this is nothing we did wrong on our side, but guess what? Get it back in-house to us, we're gonna take care of the warranty for you. This happens on a daily basis. We don't hear enough of the good stuff from the customers that we are bending over backwards, and they love us and they praise us. And the repeat customers, just like yourself, that come back and they beat the living heck out of all their transmissions and come back for more. And if something does happen wrong, we find out what's going on. If something we do wrong, guess what? We're human. When things happen, we make it right as fast as we can. We'll be the first one to admit it. But 9 times out of 10 when we get these calls, it's low fluid, stacked pump, or did not flash their transmission with the brand new 6L80. You had to flash to tech them. It's gonna roast the unit when you don't do this.
And honestly, if they just realize the information's there. You guys make it easy. You grab a video. What's nice for me is, as I work with my son growing up, hey, grab this video, watch it, learn it. Now you can go back to the video, you can look at it, you can, while you're doing things. That in itself, doing it, not watching it, doing it hands-on and having a new current video that's up to date, not the old stuff, because back in the day there's some videos out there. But you know, it makes it really nice. So I love what you guys do, and we've been blessed to have you. I mean, honestly, I just don't understand sometimes. I think it's society nowadays. Everybody wants to be a hater.
Easy to hate.
It's easy to hate, you know.
Once again, thank you for joining us here at Monster Transmission. I'm John. Special thank you to ToyMakerz, Dave Ankin. To find out more about what he's up to, follow him on Instagram at @TheRealDaveAnkin. Also, he's got a new digital series coming out called The Fast Society. And for us here at Monster, check out our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, monstertransmission.com. Stay tuned for the next series. Take care.